Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia. A very warm welcome to you. I have been so looking forward to making this video today. Some weeks ago, my dear friend Susie sent us a package of her homemade mini cakes known as lemon blossoms. Now, she told us the package was coming, so we knew to look for it, but it got delayed somehow in shipping, and it was days longer in transit than expected. So when she realized it was going to be delayed, she said, they're not going to be good anymore, just toss them out. Well, homemade baked goods? I don't think so. And when they arrived, they looked fine, so we tried them anyway. And oh my gosh, the moment I ate one, I thought, these would be so good for afternoon tea. They're sweet and lemony, and they were still moist and fresh tasting, and they are so easy to make. Now, the original recipe for lemon blossoms, I believe, is from Paula Deen. I think it's in one of her cookbooks from years ago, but it's one of those recipes you can change up a little. And ever since it came out, people have done that, substituting a few ingredients they preferred. And I'm going to say this is my friend Susie's version. So let's get started. All you need is a yellow cake mix, and any brand is going to do. I just happened to pick this one up. I think it might have been on sale. If you have one that you like especially, go with that one. One small package of instant lemon pudding mix, and do make sure that it is instant. 3/4 of a cup of oil. The original recipe calls for vegetable oil. Susie put in coconut oil, and so that's what I'm going with. You will not taste the coconut. It's just a healthy oil. So if you don't have that, or you don't want to mess with coconut oil, vegetable oil is fine. That's in the original recipe. And 4 large eggs. And that's it for the base, for the cake part. And that's going to make enough batter to go into this mini muffin tin twice. So it makes quite a few little lemon blossoms. And while this is baking, then we'll make the glaze. And for that, you will need 4 cups of powdered sugar, otherwise known as icing sugar, 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice, the zest of 1 lemon. By the way, that 1/3 of a cup is probably going to be about 1½ lemons, maybe 2, depending on your size. 3 tablespoons of oil, again, I'm going to use coconut oil, and 3 tablespoons of water. First things first, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 180 degrees Celsius, gas mark 4. Then it's basically just dump and blend. In a large bowl, combine the cake mix with the pudding mix, then the oil, and finally the 4 eggs. Now blend until smooth, about 2 minutes. If you have a stand mixer, you might want to use it. This batter gets very thick. It was a little hard on my hand mixer, I must say. Now you want to grease the muffin tin very well. I'm using more coconut oil, but if you want to use a baking spray or vegetable oil, that works well too. Now I'm going to use this little scoop. You could do this with 2 spoons. The idea is to not get it past about half the amount in the well, about half the way up. If you get it too full, it's just going to kind of spill over, and they're not going to be pretty, and they're going to be hard to dip. So I'm just going to try to use a generous amount. This is it's kind of a sticky dough, kind of a thick and sticky dough. Okay, I'm going to need a little. Hello, there we go. I'm gonna need a knife, I think, to help me do this. trying not to be messy with it. I want to get enough in there, but not too much. I may take some of that one out. Ultimately, I switched to 2 spoons. This does seem to work a little bit better. Just the 2 spoons instead, because this dough is so sticky. Once it kind of settles, I'll go back and make sure my level is where I want it. Because like I said, I don't want to overfill these wells. Okay, now let's look and see what I've got. That's not bad. That could even stand a little more. I think, I hope. Like I say, I don't want these to run over the side. Sometimes it's hard to judge. Hang on just a little bit more right in that one. Okay. Some will be a little bigger than others. We'll see. All right, now into the oven these go for 12 minutes. Okay, those are in the oven. Now that they're baking, let's go ahead and make the glaze. Okay, I have sifted the 4 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm using a good-sized bowl because eventually you're going to be dipping the muffins into the glaze. So to this, I'm going to add the lemon juice. The zest of 1 lemon. My oil. And water. Mix all this until smooth. Okay, now we just have to wait for our warm muffins to come out. Okay, these have just come out of the oven. They were in exactly 12 minutes, and they just look perfect. Now I'm going to get these out, and we're going to glaze them while they're still warm. Okay, I've got these cooling just a tad. We still want them warm, but right now they are hot, 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 and I don't want to dip them when they're too hot. So I'm going to give it just a minute, and then we'll dip in here into our glaze. Now what I have here is a grid that is over a parchment paper or wax paper on a baking tray, just to catch all of the excess. And I'm going to attempt, you could do this just by hand, or you can do it with a fork. I'm going to try to use this little candy fork and candy scoop, and I'm going to see if I can do it this way. Maybe a little too cumbersome. I may just end up doing it with my fingers. And you could certainly do that, however you're comfortable, but you want to completely cover each little cake, and then we're going to place it on this wire rack with the wax paper underneath and allow it to set up about an hour. And now let's give it a go. Just going to drop one of these guys in here. Let's see. I'm going to get it completely covered. And then put it there. There we go. By the way, it's up to you, but Paula Deen suggests double dipping these little cakes. In other words, after they've had time to set up, dip them again. But I think I'm going to go with once is enough. At least I think so. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to finish dipping the rest of these, and then we'll have one or two with a cup of tea. These are so pretty, aren't they? And again, on a summertime afternoon tea table, oh, that lemon is such a wonderful flavor. I mean, this is just terrific. And now that they're set up, they're not sticky. This can still be finger food. There's not a problem with touching them. It's okay. If it were a little fresher, if you had just put the glaze on, 30 minutes beforehand, they would be sticky and you would want to give your guests a pastry fork or something to deal with. But again, afternoon tea, finger food, this is perfect. Before I try one, I did want to tell you, I did not double dip these as Paula Deen had suggested, but what I did do is about a half hour into their setup, I then took a spoon and just kind of lightly put a little more glaze on the very top. Some of it drizzled down, that was fine. But I kind of wanted this pool of glaze on the top. It's another reason not to overfill the muffins in the tin, because if you do, then they will kind of rise and dome a little bit, and then when you try to put the glaze on, it's just going to kind of run off. So you kind of want it a flatter surface, if you will. So this is just perfect, and I think it gives a little prettier presentation. Also, with the remaining batter that I had, I could have filled that tin of mini muffins twice. Instead, for the second half of the batter, I filled 3 mini loaf tins and then dipped those as well. And now when you slice them, you won't have quite as much of the glaze. It won't be quite as sweet or quite as tart if you choose to slice those muffin, what am I trying to say, loaves. Those little mini loaves, they won't be as bad, or as much. But I kind of like these for guests. These are so cute. This is just adorable. So, without further ado, let's give one a try. Oh my goodness, it's like eating a glazed donut bursting with lemon flavor. They are so moist and so wonderful. I think the reason Susie's lemon blossoms that she sent us were still so good after days of being in transit, I think the reason they were still perfectly fresh and tasty is because this glaze all over the muffin just kind of seals in that moisture and that freshness. And so that also means that you could make these a day ahead, 2 days ahead, 3 days ahead of your party, and they would be perfectly fine. Everybody would love them because they're so good. The flavor, by the way, because you only have that lemon pudding mix within the cake itself, it's just kind of a light hint of lemon. It's really nice. And then, of course, you've got this wonderful lemon glaze that's on top of it, so that's kind of where your punch comes. But oh gosh, they're so tasty. These would be perfect for an afternoon tea party or, just a little afternoon tea of your very own. I hope you'll make these little lemon blossoms. They are so satisfyingly tasty. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, hype, like, and subscribe for more afternoon tea videos. Until next time, bye-bye.